Hello guys, so welcome back to Daily Entertainment Bars right here on JH TV. As you already know, on this channel we give you the latest entertainment gossip and bars in the Ghanaian showbiz industry. So if you are new here, kindly subscribe to this channel, click on the bell icon so that anytime we drop a new content, you will be the first to be notified. And so don't forget to also drop your comment in the comment section below. Give this video a thumbs up and also share this video with your friends. Yeah, hello.
Yeah.
Finally, Shatta
Yeah,
Wale.
so it's official. I'm a Shatta fan.
Oh, that's nice.
Charlie. Shatta Wale has really set the record straight. Like, so straight. Like, he has done what most people could not do and most people have not done since music began in Africa and wherever. I mean, Ghana and Africa and probably beyond elsewhere.
Yeah.
He's done well. What he did is worth commending, and I'm very, very proud that it's a Ghanaian who has actually set the pace. I'm sure people will be doing, but whoever does it next, the applause will go to Shatta Wale for trying it.
Exactly.
Wow. It was.
I'm listening.
I said, I'm so excited. Today, you might not even talk. I will talk the whole time. Yeah, it was just beautiful. Like, I was like, wow. And I'm so excited. Arnold Elevania was the MC. I mean, when I go to the studio and I see him, maybe I'll have him. Yeah, it was amazing. I mean, how the lighting was, the sound quality, the video quality, everything. The band was on point. Shatta Wale's looks, everything was just amazing. It was incredible. I mean, Shatta Wale has done it. This one, dear, I don't know where anybody can punch a hole in. I don't know. Maybe those who actually do the technical stuff of production may actually find a loophole. But I think he has done something that this is not the time to come and punch holes into. This is the time for us to lift him up so that the whole world will see that Africa has something. Yeah. Yes. So, Charlie, how was your feeling when you were watching? How were you feeling? What happened
there? Today you said you are talking. So I'm allowing you to do all the talking.
Oh, no. Oh, so are we having a conversation? Charlie, if you are listening, drop your comments below because today is for Shatta Wale. This week is for Shatta Wale. So drop your comments. Faith Concert. Drop your comments. Hashtag it in the comment section.
Exactly.
So how did you feel? How did you feel when you were watching and enjoying?
Yeah. So before I begin, guys, are welcome back to JH TV. And as I always say, if you are new here, I'll urge you to subscribe to this channel.
Hey, your thing is not quality. Your sound is not quality.
My sound is not quality.
Don't you come and for the SL fun thing we are doing here.
Okay. So before I even give my submission, as I said, I want to welcome anybody watching this video back to JH TV, and also if you are new, as I always say, kindly subscribe to the channel. Yeah. So before we this show even came off, we had a pre-analysis, and till you remember, I was telling you that it's the first of this kind, and obviously since Shatta Wale has been making us about this thing, it's not going to be a joke, and they will make sure that everything is going to be on point in terms of production, sound, everything is going to be on point. And if you're asking of my view or how I was feeling when I was watching, I was feeling so good. It was like I was just standing in front of Shatta Wale watching the show.
I know, right?
Although I was, sitting in my chair, relaxing, and just going around and holding my phone, and I was just like, it was just on point. I was not really surprised because it's like I pictured how the whole thing was going to be like. And me knowing Shatta Wale, as I told you, he's very controversial, and moreover, if he's going to do something of which is like people will definitely talk about, he makes sure that he makes it right, like he hit the nail right on the head, so that you will not find any loophole, so that when you do yours and it's not good, he can definitely come at you. And as I said, we all know his kind of issue that he has with VGMA and other parties, and of course this is something similar to what we always watch on TV. So then if he has been able to host his own show in his house, mounted a stage, he did something similar, or whatever that goes into it. It goes into when they're having music awards and all, even outside concerts in Ghana and what have you. And then he is doing it in his house, and everything has gone on point. And even this is his first band. We shouldn't take that away from him. This is his first one. That's SM Band. I mean, we've not seen them play anywhere before. This is the first time they are playing. And if you listen to them, how do they play? It's like they've been playing for over 10 years now. That should let
Yeah,
you
but
know
he
the
said
kind of.
he's been doing it at home.
Yes, he's been in now, but then I'm talking about the band. We have
Oh
bands who
yeah,
have
yeah.
been playing, like they've been playing for over 10 years, and they don't really play for one artist. They've been playing for several people. You get it?
Oh
But this
yeah.
is the
But I'm
first
sure
time.
they are professionals. They
Exactly.
obviously they're professionals. They know the game, so
Exactly. And me, I've not even heard of
it
SM
wouldn't be
Band.
hard.
Good. I've not even heard
Yeah.
of SM, but this is the first time I'm hearing of it. You could see he was bigging them up when he was actually doing the show. So that should let you know that Charlie, these are professionals you said, and a lot of rehearsals has gone into it. For all you know, as I said, this quarantine period, he is not sleeping. A lot of people will be thinking that, oh, he has to be going live, and yes, he's gone live a couple of times, but then the time that he was mute, he was actually working because he knows that Charlie, this is the first of a kind, and if I do it and do it very well, this is going to go. If you are fortunate, various international platforms are even going to discuss this, and that is a huge mileage for Shatawale. So, I mean, the feeling was so good. I was so excited, and I was watching the comments. You could see people were really, really enjoying it
It
from the
was
comfort.
running. The
It was
comment
running. It was
segment, the
running.
live chat, it was running like water. No wonder they couldn't read the thing. Now let's go to the main discussion proper. Let's before the show, the pre things Sakawale was doing on the social media. Do you realize he was sharing airtime for his people? You even said it
Yeah,
that Sata might share airtime. This one, your prediction was very on point.
exactly.
And then he spoke to Sammy Flex TV, who was actually a sponsor of the show, or
Oh,
a
that's
partner
nice.
also
That's
of the
nice.
show. And that was when he announced his host or the MC for the show. Do you think that last minute thing that he did, announcing the host last minute and then sharing airtime for his people last minute, does it show that Shatawale is a listening artist? People have spoken that, oh, this, or even if he didn't read what was going on or listen to anything that was going on, at least the fact that he thought about his artists or his fans, and they decided that, you know what, we are in hard times. People don't have money for bundle or may not necessarily have money. I mean, he shared over 100 CDs bundle prior to the show. What did you think about that act, that benevolent act, and those kind of tipping the hand here and there? What did you think?
Yes, I always thought that Shatawale is the man of the people. I mean, Shatawale can come so low, okay, into the shoes of, I mean, an average Ghanaian, and he knows the hassle that, I mean, they go through. And believe you me, if the fans are not there, Shatawale is not there. You get it? I mean, artists thrive on their fan base. If their fan base all decide to unfollow them on social media, also not even listening to their song or not even attend on any of their shows, they're going to lose money. So then, no, they are making you rich. Nevertheless, you get it. So if I mean you are hosting a show online of which we are in hard times because even right now lots of people are complaining. Some of them are even bashing the government that I mean this lockdown is really going to affect business, going to affect individuals, and they've not really made anything like they've not I mean cut any budgets for anywhere except for the Kaya years, okay, the headquarters that we know. But then other average Ghanaians, we've not heard anything from of that sort from them. And as I told you earlier on, like I was saying that Shatawale, before he makes a move, he tends to make an announcement. If you don't take it serious, he acts upon it. Remember I told you he made a tweet about the MTN Vodafone reducing their data and what have you. He knew what it was about. And realized that if these people, as we said, they didn't, as you said, they didn't even respond to it. I said, and you realize that no, if I'm supposed to wait for these people, Charlie, it might not work. So then why don't I give a little I have to my fans? Okay, even if I give about 100 or even 1,000 people credits, at least these people are going to spend their credit on my show or my content, and of which I will definitely get back in return in terms of revenue.
Yeah.
You get it? So he was very smart about it. But I was thinking he could have even gone the extra mile because I mean, this is something one of a kind, and we want to see a lot of numbers. You get it? So
Yeah.
but he did well. He did well for me, as I said. He
He
did well.
did well.
And
He did
moreover, too,
well. He
he has
did
really
well.
done a lot. Satali is doing a lot behind the scenes of which he doesn't even come out to talk about.
Yeah.
I've been privy to some information or people close to him saying that he does a lot of things, paying school fees for people, paying hospital bills for people, and it's fun. Like I mean, it's just it's that enormous. And also
Mhm.
yeah, so as I said, he's doing a lot of things for people. I mean, behind the scenes. So, and this COVID 19, that's what I nearly forgot. You realize he's also giving sanitizers out,
Mhm.
Veronica buckets and stuff. So he's really, really, really doing a lot for his fans and also people in remote areas. And for him, as he always say, his core fans are those in the ghettos. And if anything at all, if diseases come, if there's any pandemic, these are the people that this disease actually targets because they are living in, I mean, slums, overcrowded areas, and what have you. The elite in society, at least, they can, I mean, find some, even if they get sick, they can pay their hospital bills and stuff. But then his fan base are unfortunately are actually situated in those areas. So then he has to come to their aid as and when it needs it needs yeah.
All right, that's nice. And so he actually did the needful, shared some credit, gave some tips here and there. By the way, before we go to the main concerts, what did you think about Arnold Elebanya's hosting of the show? His MC, was his energy up to the sharpest energy? Was his presentation? Was it up there? To me, it was dope. His energy was,
Yeah,
energetic.
for me, I wasn't surprised. I wasn't surprised at all. And reason why I'm saying that I've been listening to Arnold on Xylophone FM a lot. And anytime they talk about Shatawale, Arnold's submission on Shatawale is just one of a kind. And nobody should tell you that Arnold is a Shatta fan. He might not see it outright, but then listening to his submission on a couple of, I mean, times on Xylophone, I could say he's a hardcore Shatta fan. And so the announcement coming in, I was not surprised at all. And I know Arnold was going to really, really, really hold the fort because I mean I've seen Arnold MC a couple of shows, not big shows per se, but then I've seen MC a couple of shows, and also he sitting in for I mean some flex on radio, showbiz agenda. I mean he's really, really doing a yeoman's work or a yeoman's job. So then, I mean, I wasn't surprised, as I said earlier. And his submission on the day, like his emceeing prowess on the day was on point. His energy, me, his energy alone. The fact that he was
On
even
the day, Ben, tonight,
tonight,
tonight.
sorry, tonight. Thanks for drawing my attention. His energy tonight was, I mean, was on fire. I mean, the fact that he was playing around the local languages, mixing it with the pidgin, the English, the Ga and stuff. Like, it was like he was talking to a live or like physical audience. You get it? And
Mhm.
he
Mhm.
actually had to put himself in the shoes of people watching outside and all this. I mean, it was just on point. It's MCing Charlie. The way he was correlating, that's and when if there's another person and there's a guest who's supposed to come and talk, to come and speak or address something, the way he goes about it, he involves himself, and like I mean, everything was on point. Arnold really, really did a yeoman's job. Yeah.
All right, that's nice. So, when the show started, the progression of his tune, I mean, energy wise and tempo wise, started with Zion, and then it ended in this hardcore
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
dancehall reggae patois vibe. Now, what did you think of his choice of songs? Were you expecting him to dive into the archives and bring the old songs we've missed, or the choices he made now with his new tracks were the ones you were expecting? Because truth is, I was expecting more old just to give us that nostalgic feel and make us miss ten times. Baby, oh yeah, top kiss, ten times at our those few, but I we didn't get more of that. We got more of the current songs, the Bojos, Aqualitics, and all. What did you think about his choice of songs?
Believe you me, Shatawali, as you said earlier on, he listens to I mean his fans. He listens to people, and you can remember in our earlier submission or in our pre-analysis of the show, I made mention of the fact that the time is quite limited for him because Shatawali has a lot of songs and he's going to perform. He might not finish, but just that he has
Mhm.
to try and I mean coin or summarize everything into just 1 hour. You get it. So
Mhm.
then the Zion the starting song was on point. Obviously, you have to give thanks to God when you're starting something,
Mhm.
and you have to take it slow. And let's not forget, it's not a live audience, so you can't really
Yeah.
read their energy. But then, obviously, and it's in the evening to us, so people are, relax at home, and we don't want anything giddy giddy like that. You get it? So then he had to actually start with a very low tempo and ascend. So you could realize at a point in time it was going a little bit high, a little bit high, mid tempo kind of. And then when it was about climaxing, he had to go a little bit quick and fast and what have you. So for the choice of songs, I think it was the best here. It was the best pick of the day because although he didn't really go to the end times and stuff, and as you already know, we're in a lockdown period. We are one way or the other, we are mourning. You get it? So then nobody wants anything giddy 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 giddy. You get it?
That's true.
Because
That's
when you
true.
go giddy giddy,
That's
pen
true.
on, you are trying to send some kind of negative word out there, and let's not forget, it's more or less it's more education.
Faith. Yeah, faith, giving
It's
faith,
more
hope.
religious, more educative, and also more entertaining. So then he had to balance all. You get it?
All
So
right,
then
all right, all right.
I realized, I saw that coming. I was like, no, Shatta is very smart. He has balanced the whole thing. If it was strictly entertainment, we are not in any period, then you should see him jumping helter skelter and like the normal what's the average Shatta or what the high tempo Shatta would be doing. But this time he was very calm and collected, and he was just doing his own thing. He was just having fun.
All right. So I think I have to commend him for sticking to the time frame. Like I noticed he
Oh, the
kept on
time
asking for the time.
he didn't stick to
Like
it.
what?
He didn't stick to it.
No,
Let's
he
be
stuck to
realistic.
it. Actually, the plan was to. He said he was going to end at 9:30. 9:30, he was done.
I thought you said 1 hour. You said 8 to 9.
No, the show didn't start exactly at 8. The show started around 8:07.
Oh,
And then
okay.
there was a time allocated for the COVID-19 education and
Exactly.
all.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
So you
he
want us
said
to subtract
that's
those
what,
ones from inside?
yeah, that's why I said when he spoke to a Family Flex,
Family
he
Flex,
said
yeah.
that he was going to end the show at 9:30, and exactly 9:30 he was done.
Oh, if that's the case, then that is all. Because
Yes,
I thought he said 1 hour, so definitely 8 to 9. I didn't know 9. If he said 9:30, then that. But I really saw him asking of the time, and I realized
yeah,
at the point they said it was 9:06, so I was like, oh, and then we are on time. So then I
yeah,
realized that it's definitely going to be an additional 30 minutes, and at 9:30 he
yes,
was done as you said. So big ups to him because if he didn't obey the time, I would have been pissed or I would have gone hard on him because this is the first of its kind, and obviously if you are doing something which is the first of its kind, you have to nail it. You have to make sure that it's
yeah.
devoid of errors and devoid of lots of loopholes here and there, because immediately you do it and you don't do it well, then that's when people can actually put your neck on a chopboard and they can just slice you into various distance. So he has actually done
Okay.
well. He has actually done well.
Yeah, so at exactly 7, at exactly 8:07, there were Chatawale's YouTube channel had 6.1K views. That's at exactly 8:07.
8-7, yeah.
People at towards the peak of the show, he had 15K, which actually was the peak of it. I think it's 10 to 16 or above.
Yes.
15K was the number encouraging. Like, were you expecting more or were you expecting less? Or there was actually for around what you actually imagined the number would be.
I was not encouraged. I was not. I said encouraged. What have you? I was not really, really moved. I was looking at a very huge number. Reason being, he has been making noise of this particular, show for a very long time, and I know most of his fans are aware
When you
because
say he has been making noise, it seems kind of negative.
negative. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he has been making noise
He has
there.
been publicizing this particular event
Yes,
for a very
that's
long
in
time.
small showbiz. Like making noise there is too on the other side.
No problem, no
Yes.
problem. We've been using that word for quite a long time, but don't worry. Yeah, so he has already been publicizing the whole event on his Facebook platform. Sometimes I can't remember he granted an interview on TV3 and also other radio portals talking about it. So then I was expecting quite a huge number, but then as I always say, the number of active users online are not that much, so you can't blame him. But then someone will also say that, oh, you have 470 something or 60 something or 80 something K subscribers on YouTube. Where are the rest of the 300 and something, or where are the rest of the 400? Are they sleeping? Are they dead or what?
Yeah,
Because
but actually, on the other hand, I prefer it this way in the sense that all these people will watch. This thing it doesn't end tonight. People are now going to watch the concert. Live. It doesn't stream because of our network here in Ghana. It doesn't stream so clearly as compared to when you are watching and you are connected after with a hot Wi-Fi. And I'm sure Sawali that we know is going to upload this thing on his YouTube channel, and that is when the ten people that are left behind or whatever are now going to watch, and that is where he's going to get the thing monetized. Because let me ask you, are a YouTuber, when you are streaming live, do you get a chance to put in ad breaks for you to get money?
Yeah, that is if you are done. If you are done, you cannot put the ad break. But then whilst you are streaming, ads will definitely run once it's past the normal. That's the average. That's the 10 minutes and above time. Yeah. So that is it.
Okay,
So
okay,
ads
because
will run.
yeah, this thing is going to be there for a while. I just hope
No, it's
he
going to be
doesn't
there.
drop anything
It's going to be
as
there.
yes, he doesn't drop anything soon. He should just let this thing rest and keep pushing, sharing the link afterwards. Let people watch it more. Let it sink into the heart of people. And I think for that he can cash out a lot of money and even get more subscribers from aftermath rather than the show itself.
Yeah, so
Yes, we need a
let me continue with my submission. So then,
mhm.
I was saying that looking at the number of people, I mean, who are actively online, the percentage wise, you realize that no, it's actually encouraging kind of or sort of. And let's not forget that these are not normal times. These are trying times, and obviously, if it were to be normal time, we would have recorded a larger number of people actually partaking in it. But this is a time where people are actually, I mean, quotes in quotes, are being frugal. Okay, they are being frugal about their spending and their money. So then, if let's say somebody is supposed to spend if you are 5 CD a day on data, the person would like to stick to that, or even reduce it. So then you will not have an active number of your subscribers partaking, because some will be like, oh, I'm watching now, I'll watch it later. You get it? So then we cannot judge the views only by the number of active viewers, as in when the live was, because after that, obviously it's going to be on a platform, and other people who will join, or people that have got notification they are not having data, then will now have time to go and watch their convenient time. You get it? So we can't get the views from, because you can only give a judgment probably after a week or two, when you know okay that's actually sat in the system for a very long time. Then you can now go and check the views. If the views are not encouraging, you can now come and say that, oh, after all he didn't really record a larger number. But then I mean, average 16K, or let me say average 10K is not bad for a 1 hour to 30 minute show. It's okay. It's okay. I mean, 10,000 is not a small number.
Yes, 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 yes. And you notice when he was having the show, he was constantly bigging up the president, giving shout out to people. Like the president's own was very constant, Mr. President, letting him know that so far he's done a good job with the COVID-19 thing. And I think that was such an amazing thing to do.
Exactly.
Like, just amazing. I mean, at this point in time, what every president wants to hear is you are doing well.
Exactly.
Aside all the politics and the propaganda going on, what everybody, any president at this point in time wants to hear is you are doing well, just so they know that there are people who are appreciating every effort, albeit hard or stringent or uncomfortable. They know it's in their best interest. And I think the constant reminder of the president that he was doing well and picking him up, it was just amazing for me. What do you think?
Yeah. I mean, you said it all. Shatawale is the house. I mean, I always say this is the man of the people. I mean, and you see, let me tell you something. My respect for the president of Ghana, as Nana Akufo-Addo, has gone so. I mean, I don't like politics. I don't even like talking about politics, because of how some of the politicians behave. And I mean, we are all Ghanaians, and I know you're literate, and per what we've seen when we grew up, or when we attained 18 years and above, and we are following what I mean, how governments come and go and what have you, realize that Ghanaians we have that kind of lack of maintenance culture. I said that too. When the government come, they start a project, and the government come, they start a different project, and you see, we are just, I mean, I'm not making progress.
We are not moving.
We are not moving as a country. So then, someone will also say that this COVID-19 is a blessing in disguise, and this COVID-19 actually has made me see another aspect or another side of that's the president of Ghana, his leadership prowess, how he's been able to manage the situation, And recently, I was watching, the news live, and I realized that he called on all the leaders of the various political parties to his, the Jubilee House, and he had a one-on-one talk to them. And his submission alone was on point. It was like, this is Mother Ghana, this is Ghana, this is not politics. Like, let's put all those partisan things behind us, because the COVID-19, the coronavirus does not know me, president. He does not know you, leader of this government. He doesn't know Donald Trump. He doesn't know any big person. If it attacks you, it will kill you. So then we have to put all this partisan thing behind us. Let's come together as one people, as Ghanaians, and fight for this cause. You see, so someone will say that, oh, it's my government that is ruling. I don't need the help. I don't need the input of any other political, party or other political leader or whatever. But then he brought them together. Ask them
This
what they
fight is bigger than NPP,
exactly.
bigger than NDC, bigger than Ghana,
It's
bigger than
Ghana,
Africa.
That is it.
It's almost like it's bigger than the world, because
Yes.
every corner is struggling, but
Yes.
God will prevail.
Yes.
Yes.
So that is it. So for Shatawale to, and we all know the kind of, Shatawale always says that Charlie President Nana Akufo-Addo is his fan. Like he enjoyed it. I remember when he was even doing the show, he was beginning. He was like, some ministers are watching, and people are watching at the Flagstaff House and stuff. So I realized that no. If he doesn't mention the president's name, then because president by this time will be on the office and I say will fee and I be but then once somebody at the Jubilee House is watching there, then obviously it will get to the president. So and he always says that he has a lot of politicians, foreign politicians who follow him and are huge fans. So then
Please, your network is spinning.
oh, sorry,
Your
sorry.
voice.
It might be my network. Yes, so it was a very good thing for bigging up the president and also commending him. At least if he used his platform to commend him, that will also let the president know that Charlie SM fans are also in support of what he's doing, and any decision that he will take to protect the lives of Ghanaian citizens, they will all rally behind him. So it was a great submission he made there.
Yes. Speaking of the COVID-19, what do you think about allocating some time, some spotlights, or the spotlight to educate the people? Demonstration, not just talk, adding demonstration, he being the lab rats. What do you think about that thing? You even predicted it that you'll be surprised if there will be nobody there to educate people. And I think, yes. What did you think?
For me, I've been so highly impressed, because like my predictions or whatever I foresaw, I foresaw the management or the team, Shatawale's team doing. They did it because why will you host a faith concert and then you will not talk about coronavirus, or give educate people who are watching about it? Because believe me, the education is everywhere, but then not everybody has been educated or is aware of this. People are somewhere. Some people are even in Accra, here in Accra, they don't even know about coronavirus. You get it. So then any platform that you get, any avenue that you get where people are going to come together virtually or remotely or physically or whatever, you have to educate them, every medium at all. Because me myself, I'm talking about, even on our channel, sometimes we talk about it in our conversation. So then as I said, everywhere. So for me, I was highly impressed, and this time around he didn't even do it. He brought a specialist, that's someone from the health sector or health personnel, to educate the people. And you could see where he started from, talking about the virus, where it emanated from, how it's being transmitted, and all. He gave a solid education. Then he had to use Shatawale himself, because
I want to chip in this thing before you add it to your submission.
Okay.
Do you realize that before the health practitioner came in to give the coronavirus update, the number of views were 15K, but when the practitioner came in, it dropped to 9K. Does it mean that we don't want the education, or we are trying to be frugal about our bundle? What was chipping in that?
That was a clear behavior, or behavior of Ghanaians. Ghanaians
Ghanaians or Africans or the people, because mind you, it wasn't just Ghanaians who were watching the
show.
So
people, and I'm sure they are blacks, because he said if you want to hide something from them, put it in the book, or put it in, let it be in a form of an educational format, an educative format. So then I was not surprised at all, because let me tell you something. People who joined the live stream, they just wanted to see Shatawale perform, and we know Shatawale's fans. I've been to events physically, and when other artists are performing, you see them, they'll be sitting there. Some of them will not even jump. But when Shatawale comes, you will see the crowd going haywire. It's like they only want to see the performance of Shatta Wale. Anything else is their back case. You get
Which
it?
is not good,
Which
right?
is not good at all. Which is not good at all, because bear in mind, this show is being sponsored by people. You get it? And they would like to send their message elsewhere. So if I wish we could even do a random call, the people who watch them, will call them and ask them that, what do you learn or what did you see? They just tell they saw Shatta Wale's performance. Meanwhile, you could see some ads being displayed at the background, and you could see the sponsors and the rest, Xylophone Media. You could see some Flex TV. You could see, lots of, Kofi TV and whatever. You could see all of them
Yeah.
being displayed at the background, and Shatta movement and other. But then people are not looking at that, because they are not paying attention to details. All they are looking at is Shatta Wale holding the mic, performing, going up and down and talking. That is all they are interested in. But meanwhile, one of the highlights of the show or the performance was the education aspect, where the doctor had to come in, even when Shatta Wale himself was the one being actually demonstrating how to wash your hands and what have you. And as I always tell you, Shatta Wale's fans, they anything he says, they follow. So I was very, very happy when the doctor actually used him, and he didn't use himself. He used himself later, but then the first
Yes,
person that he
and
used
I
was
like
Shatta Wale.
the doctor. It was concise and precise, no long
Exactly, no
talk.
long talk. He just went straight to the point. So then, if Shatta Wale himself has been used to demonstrate that, then you in the Zongo, or you are wherever you are, no, you don't have an excuse. If you say a Shatta fan, you have to wash your hands as your boss or your godfather is doing. You get it? So that is it.
All right. I would like for us to wrap up, but I just have one question. Having done this or having achieved this milestone, what are the future prospects for this artist? Do you think other big platforms will be looking on to bring him on their platforms when all of this is over, or other people will want to start something like this with him? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Share with me.
Oh
Give me
yeah,
some
so
future predictions.
yeah. So it doesn't end there. Shatta Wale has set the mark. History has been made, and this is actually, a step in the right direction, and he has to beat this particular feat that he has actually made for himself. The next time I want to, I'll hear anything from Shatta Wale. It's supposed to be something so different, because you can't come and be giving us something like this again. And as I said earlier in our previous discussion, Ghanaian artists should follow this trend. They should follow it. As and when, even if this lockdown is over, or anytime there's any pandemic or whatever, or even if there's no pandemic, once in a while, they should try and actually have their own concerts without, involving people. Okay, where people will come into an auditorium, because even sometimes, even this auditorium, trust me, this 10,000 views that we had, no, he can't fill, and it can't be put in an auditorium. The only place you can get these people live is at the stadium. Apart from the stadium, where else can you put all these people? Probably
15,000.
16,000, or probably the Fantasy Dome. Aside these two places, where else can you, or probably the Independence Square, apart from these three places, where else can you host these people? So then online will be the best place, you get it? Because, nevertheless, most of these shows is free, like apart from the ones in the enclosed area, but then that's outside stadium and stuff, they are mostly free concerts. But then this one, you can do it online, you make your money. It's free.
Yeah.
People are not paying, but then you are making your money nevertheless. So you get it. So
Yeah.
Shatta Wale has actually challenged himself, and the next thing that people want, he has actually put himself in a tight corner. Why am I saying that? Because the next thing that is going to come for his camp, people are expecting something to be very, very, very big. And then other artists there, I'm also expecting other artists to follow. And also, I also expect Shatta Wale to get more ambassadorial deals, like more, deals should come, because this is an artist that when you advertise or you sign, you've not thrown your money away.
Yes,
Because
and
look
he's
at,
proving that no matter the circumstance, he's able to adapt to the situation and make a
Exactly.
way to actually be relevant.
you
And
just
that
you,
is
you,
all about
you just taking
creativity.
my point right out of my mouth. Excellent. He has proven beyond reasonable doubt that he's not limited wherever he finds himself. Even if there's a limitation, he tries to be creative about it and bring something. And he has actually proved to Ghanaians that he's a real entertainer. He's somebody who understands the showbiz business. Or no, and they say they are talent keke, but they are dreams who count. So I just say, and I would like to big him up and also big up his team, Charlie. I don't know his full
His
team, but then the
team,
people behind there,
his
they
team,
really,
his
really, really, really think.
sponsorship team, all those people who
They
came, the
really think.
corporate world, the politicians, anybody who actually came to put together any idea, any money to make this thing a reality. I think they deserve some big enough.
Charlie, they
All
really
right,
deserve. They really
so
deserve.
we have spoken enough. So guys, if you want to hear some of our predictions, kindly watch the previous video we did, and then don't forget to share this one, subscribe to the channel. I know that AGH. Thanks for talking today. I made you talk. I made you explain yourself. So,
but don't forget to do social media handles. So.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. To social media, all social media platforms, and he's Odate. I won't let him talk because he will talk plenty. And he's Odate here. So guys, so we'll come your way next week. Or hey, that's next week. The next time with a new video. It's bye.